Alright, we're back. Spent another half hour looking for junk I can't find. Alright, I got this stuff here all cleaned up. So I can't find the missing cover that goes under here. I know I got a black knob, a black cover, and a spring. Everything I'm missing I can't find. So I'm just going to have to deal with it. I don't have it. Okay, we got this part here working. I'll rob this new kit for what I need. I really hate putting this crap on the bike, but oh well. I gotta get my race bike going. I got 10 minutes screwing around with this thing all week. I'm running out of time. Okay, so now we're going to do this bearing here to work. Okay, this is the old bearing I took off. These are new bearings here I'm going to put on. New dust shields here that were chrome that I've painted black, or not black, damn it, painted silver, so they look like CAD or zinc. I found one over here that was already done, but disappeared already. Yeah, whatever. Somewhere in that pile of junk. Okay, these come in two different sizes, big one and small one. The difference is the big one covers up the whole top of the bearing here so water can't get in. And the small one goes on the bottom. It recesses inside the cup here so water can't get in that one. If you put the big one on the bottom, it just becomes a big cup to collect junk and stuff in. So this is the way you're supposed to have them. So this one goes on the bottom of the tree, which means it goes right on top of here. So we're going to put this right down first thing so we don't forget it. I have done that. Okay, that sits right there flush. It sits nice and good on the flat on the tree, which is good. It means everything's fitting. Okay. I took this fork tube here a while ago. I cut off the end of it so I can use it for beating the bearing on. Boom. Things like that. I have a lot of old junk fork tubes laying around. Otherwise known as valuable used Harley parts. We use them for whatever we use them for. Okay, so got this bearing packer down here, which you can't see because I'm not near it. We're going to put the bearing in there and pack it. As I recall, these going upside down to make them lube. Made a bunch of noise. Okay, nothing appears to be going into the bearing. See, it only went on the one side, so we're going to flip it over and do it the other way. Doesn't seem to be working too good either. Nope, that's working. You can see the grease is starting to pooch out through the bearing. That means it's becoming lubricated. More pressure. Definitely got lots of grease on it. This is fancy dancy PJ1 highfalutin grease. Put a tube of it inside my packing tool so I would have some. It doesn't appear to be packing in there very good. See how the bearings are dry? It's not packing in there correctly. Well, one of those two ways should work, and neither one seems to be working, so something's wrong. That rag is filthy. It makes my hands dirtier using it. Okay, I'm going to flip it back over again and try to see if I can get that to work. Now that's the correct way of going. See, now the grease is coming out through the bearings. So whatever I was doing the other time, It wasn't coming out. Yeah, that's greased all the way through there now. Okay, so now we're going to take our excess grease here. I'm going to go up under here and stick a little grease in there. You don't need to pack these 100% full of grease, just put a nice layer all the way around the race. Call it done. These here, same thing. Just pack them, wipe off the excess here. Pack it inside of this. Put a bit on the outside while you got good access here. My fingers are already dirty, so it's a good time to pack it all the way around. Okay, so that's good. Now we just take this and put it down here on the tree. Here. Correct direction. Yeah. Dirty rag. Very dirty rag. Okay. Yeah. Junk ripped off my hands here. Okay, the bearing doesn't want to go over the first bearing surface there. Okay. Bead on here. I'll get a piece of wood here to put on the floor. I don't want to beat my nice tool there. And I don't want to beat this on the rack down here. I just got done getting this all painted, so I don't need to do that. So put that right in there. I should protect the paint a little bit. Fill my hand. Got my punch. Beat this thing down there. It's all the way down, you hear it hard. Okay, that is down all the way. So there you go, it's all the way installed now. Flat. Now when you put your punch on here, you want to make sure your punch does not hit on the cage right here. You want to make sure it hits on the side of the steel part here in the middle. So that's very important. Wipe this off so you can see. So see it hits right like that. Because the cage sticks up above the surface. So you don't want to damage the cage. If you push right on the cage, you can damage it. So you gotta be careful. Okay, I'm not gonna put the other one in right now because I don't need to. I need to work on the fork. Okay, so now we got our wood, that part done. Alright, we don't need this no more. Stuff out of the way when you're done with it. It seems a lot easier. Okay, so now we got to go up here and put the tree on up top here. Okay, I'm just going to use the used bearing for now. There's that used shield I was looking for earlier. Okay, the bottom one's all lubed up, the top one's not, because this is coming back off. Get that up there. We're going to put our used bearing up in here for now. There's our dust shield. And our nut. The wide part goes down, the skinny part goes up, we already know that. So this dust shield's all bent to hell. Probably should have straightened that out. And we'll straighten it out with a hammer here in a minute. Obviously that goes down more. Okay, feels better. Got more steering lock now hitting on here like it's supposed to now, which is a big plus. Okay. Keep the crap out of the bearing. Turn it up a little bit more. Custom. Okay. That's on there. Okay, now we put our nut on here. You're supposed to have a triple tree in here, but we're not putting that on right now. Okay, that goes right like that. Okay, these are the parts that go down here. Washers on there for just gonna make them clear everything. That ain't gonna happen. Oh, already had one. Okay, so basically you gotta get up this high enough. Get up on the splines. So you can put your piece on here. Okay, now we got to put a hole inside the fork right here to pin this thing. So we got to pin this thing. We got to mark it down into here somehow. Drill a hole into here. So we got a pin that sticks up, a dowel pin that will hold this. This is your steering damper. So this stays put. The splines here turn, and then your washers, which we didn't put in yet, here keep it from moving. And this gives you a steering damper. So for high speed, it'll keep it from wobbling around. Now, instead of putting this on correctly, thinking if I can do some incorrectly stuff. See, I gotta be able to center this on this. See, that'll give you a false placement of it. How many washers I can put in there to do what I need. And that'd be enough. It'd be nice if I could tighten this up somehow, but got no way of doing that right now that I can think of. Let's see, is there anything I can tighten on that? No, all we got is tension. We could put tension on it to tighten it. That'll work. Spline one, a couple spacers. Here's the spring. Here's our cover piece. It's not going to give us enough room. It's going to be hard to drill this in the way. But this is a 5/8, so all I need is a nut. And all I need is a bolt, I mean. So if I get me a 5/8 bolt, I can hold that down. Then I can drill that. Alright, let me go get me some more tools and we'll be back. Okay, so here's the tools we got here. Okay, we got the This has got a 3/8 hole through here. So I had to go find something with a 3/8 hole in it. So here's a 3/8 center drill. You can put that in there and figure out the fitment. This one's pretty loose. And here, I think it's a little bit tighter fit. Yeah. It's a better fit. Yeah, this one's an oval shape to it, see? This one here is more of a round hole. I'm going to swap these out, put this one in there. Alright, so that'll allow me to get this. I just got to hold this thing straight. Can't be at that angle, can't be that, it has to be straight. That should be allow me to get a hole right there where I want it to be. I need to raise this up a little higher because that's going to be in the cut and flute area, so I won't do that either. The other option is I have this one here that I can use, but obviously that's way too tall. But I had a nice straight shank to work with here, so alright, so that's not going to work. Okay, so this is the dowel pin we're going to put into the hole, and you have to be up there enough that that will engage in it. So I'm not exactly sure how long of a dowel pin we need, so I need to go look. So I got a bike over here, I already got this set up in there, and I just remembered that might be where my missing black stuff is at. Pretty sure that's probably what happened to it. So we got my soft tail panhead thing over here. This has a chrome one in here, so this isn't it. Alright. So this is what we're going to do is right here. Obviously this dowel pin's a lot taller than this one. Yeah, see that's how much the dowel pin is sticking out, is 1 inch. And then obviously it went down in here a lot deeper. So this is the correct frame. So this has all the correct components in there, except it doesn't have the fancy cover that goes over the whole thing here that's missing. Same thing I got. Actually looks pretty good being open like that. I'm good with that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to duplicate. Okay, so I know I need the dowel pin sticking up almost this high here. So I'm going to have to custom make a dowel pin. My other dowel pins are like 2 inches long, 2.5 inches long probably. Alright, so this looks like it has everything that's supposed to be. Alright, so give you an idea of what we need. You can see what we need. So now we gotta make it work. Had my exhaust turned on over here. Yeah, crappy dull ass black. Why is it flat black? I don't know. Should have been semi-gloss, not flat, but I guess that's semi. Flathead, it was a lot shinier. Okay, so we know this is going to stick up pretty high in the air. So it's going to be stick up about that high. We're going to have to go down at least somewhere through here. I might even have to weld it in. Probably have to weld it in to make sure it stays put, because this is not correct. We're just making this thing work, even though it's not correct. Okay, so we're going to do a little massaging and customizing here. This bolt worked pretty good for putting tension on it. I was happy with that. I'm going to stack more junk in here now. Actually, what I can do is I can put more of these in there. I have 3 more of these things. We can stack a whole bunch of these in there. I'm going to put this one up higher though. Okay, 1 more of those washers. Stack all those in there. There we go, look at that. Okay, this one needs to be on top. Which one was my good one? That's not the good one. Did you put the good one on the bottom? Oh yeah. Wonderful. There's my best fitting one here. The camera's so high again. Okay, so that one needs to be up high. This is the next best one I got for fit is this one here. we're going to put a crappy one on the bottom. Oh, this was my good one here. That one's better. We got you, you, you. All right. Put the bolt back on here. You can line these all up. Yep, too big. Press wrench. All I can do is eyeball this and make sure it's straight. Looks like we're in about the center of the fork right here. That looks good. All right. Let's make sure this looks like it's going straight this way. That's a little bit harder to tell, but I think it looks pretty good. All right, so I got my little drill jig here. The only thing that's not Harley here is the bolt. Everything else is Harley. Okay, you can see how this is going to want to go down like that, so we're going to have to keep it angled up this way. It's going to have to go through there. I just hope I don't do any damage to the Harley parts under there, which you can very well do because it's a sharp edge. I just hope it doesn't do too much damage to the deck, because I don't want to have problems with it. All right. Power cord. And we're too short. Damn it. Need a longer center drill. Move it down a little bit further. Still way up in the air. So we got to take out one of my plates. One of those has to go. Use this for centering. Barely, but barely works for me. Yeah, walking way off on me. Working from the side, you can't tell where everything is at. Just have to get up here on top where I can see. That ain't helping either. I can't see nothing either way. Yeah. Can't see anything. Alright. Think we got a hole kind of where I need it now. See it right there. Should be enough to drill from, hopefully. Alright, let's try a drill bit in there. I was hoping to go deep with a center drill, but I'm going to want to do it differently. It's the smallest thing I got here. I think the smallest thing I got is going to be too big. Yeah. I guess my best option is to take another washer out. Not that one. See what the best hole on these things. None of them. This one's probably the best one right there. Hard to work this way. Yeah. Can't see anything, can't do anything. That's good. All right. Should have a little more length here. I can go now. Yep. All right, so I'll put you over here. You can see a little better. Of course, now I can't do it. The camera's in my way now. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass way of doing things here. So you gotta make sure this stays parallel to your stem here. Go straight down. We're still using these as a guide, basically. Okay, we bottomed out right now on this. Okay, we're a little bit deeper now. Let me take it apart one more. Yeah, it doesn't help. You can't see anything that way. See about as much as I can see, because I'm not looking at it either. Okay, you go over here, we can see better. There's now a hole in there. Should be a hole centered right there now. Should be pretty close. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take out another washer. That leaves us only one. Once again, I'm going to leave the best one, which is the top one here. As long as I got at least one on here as a guide, I know I'm pretty damn close to what I want. Otherwise, you're just guessing. Guessing don't work too good usually. Okay. There's a little bit of wiggle room in this thing, not much, but a little bit. Okay, get back in the hole. Okay, there we go. Make sure my drill motor's centered. Okay, it looks pretty close that direction. Okay, now I'm going to go straight down again. Anything blown up? No? Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here, going straight down. Okay, as long as the drill motor's straight, the dowel pin will be straight. Drill motor looks straight in that plane. And this plane here, we know it's pretty good because we're paying attention to this one. We could actually see this plane. So if you're squaring this plane and 90 degrees this plane, it's straight up and down. It's parallel to the stem here, which is what we want. So now all I gotta do is take this out. And now we just have to drill a hole. Okay, so now we have a hole that's starting now. It's going in there pretty good. Okay, so now we go ahead and drill it. I'm going to leave that up in there, I think, or maybe. I'll use a smaller drill, so we'll figure it out. So I'm going to go down and pick up a drill down here that we can use. Let's see what size we got here. 15H. It's a Q. So this is 358 thousandths, which should be 375 is 3/8. So. See, it's going to want to walk. It's not going straight in that hole. The whole drill's too big. going to have to step it a little bit. Okay, so this one here, see that one's in the inside the taper evenly. So you look right there, it goes down the taper and doesn't come out. So it'll go straight, it'll follow the hole. Go straight down. The other one's too big, so it's coming off this taper, so it would walk this way. We want to go straight down with the hole, and we come back with a bigger drill, and it should follow the hole. It'll start out bad, then it'll pop back and go in. Okay, let's try this again. It's hard to do this direction, but we'll try it. Okay, let's see. I don't know where I'm exactly this way. Feels centered to me. Okay, let me go look in the other direction. See if I'm off center a little bit. Should be about right there. Of course, the drill motor slides around on me. Center point. Okay, I think we're going pretty good. All right, I'm going to get up on top now. Get rid of the work. All right. Get this where I can actually see what I'm doing now. Where's our thing at? Bottomed out on the speedo right here. So once again, after you get the hole in there, you come back and look at your center points or alignment. Make sure everything looks like it's aligned where it belongs. All looks good. Okay, now we got to see how far down we went in this thing. All right, so basically we're bottomed out right here on the speedo. So pull that out. Put it back on the speedo and we can see how deep we are. So we're right about here. So I want to go a little bit deeper, I think. So that means we're going to take this and pull this out here a little bit further deeper. Okay, I had it all the way inside the chuck. So I'm going to pull it out. Good 1/4 inch ought to be good. Okay, I can go back and drill it again. Feels a little different. Feels different. My alignment off or what? That looked good. Definitely cutting different. Something's getting a lot harder. Yeah, it's killing my drill. Something got hard all of a sudden down there in the bottom of that hole. Oh yeah, it definitely did not help the drill any. You can see the shiny part on the drill bit. It dulled it. This drill ain't new no more. Killed it a little bit. Okay, so now we got a little bit of hole to start. Now we got to step up on our drill size. A little bigger. What the hell was that? That was 290. I gotta get way over here. Pop up to this one here, I think. Problem I got now is every time I do a drill, it's going to want to go. It's going to suck in now. It's a problem with drills. If I can use this here. Yeah. Something hard down there, we'll just kill this when we hit it. I think reaming's going to be our best option. Reamer's going to want to follow the existing hole and not cut a whole new hole sideways. I think we need to go get some reamers. Alright, let me get some reamers, I'll be back.